So
some of the volunteers.
tell
But
folks what happens during the sweep.
Well, they come in, they tell us that we need to pack up all our belongings and find someplace else to go, and there is no place else to go.
Hey guys, about 8:35 now. At 9 o'clock we'll shut the site down. 9:30, folks, police start escorting folks off site. So if you need bags or anything, let me know.
Bags, please.
You need some bags? All right.
Yes, please.
Tell me about your experience with sweeps and what's going on here today.
Let's see, I've been through probably about 6 or 7 of these things. And they come early in the morning. They give you about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get all your shit out, and what's left behind they toss. And that's really kind of crappy because, you know, we spend a lot of time acquiring these things, and it, you know, by no means easy in order to get our stuff. A lot of the times we do you know, illegal things in order to obtain our items, and so that makes our items that much more precious to us. Well, not, you know, but it's a necessity. You know, it's not like we're going out and boosting, you know, PlayStation portables or you know, things. We're boosting tents and clothes and other things that, you know, we need to stay alive. It's really fucked when you tell somebody that, you know, you have opportunity and freedom to do what you want, and then you limit them. It's absolutely asinine, you know, to hate on somebody because A, they don't have a place to go. I've tried to make my own spot out in the woods, out in the middle of fucking nowhere, and park rangers came by and said that I couldn't be out there. You know, I'm like, what? Like, dude, I'm 80 miles from the nearest fucking town, and there ain't nobody out here, and you're telling me I can't build a, you know, little fucking shelter? Oh no, you can't do that. That's gonna be torn down. I'm like, oh wow, you guys are scumbags.
So you can't do it in the middle of the woods. You can't do it in the city.
Nope.
You can't. So where? The good question begs the question: where can you go?
Nowhere. And furthermore, we can't even go inside of a restaurant and sit down for a little while before they, you know, label us homeless or something else of the drug sort. And if you're not welcome here, you know, and it's like, wow. So pretty much I'm not welcome anywhere. You don't want me to be, you know, seen. I try to go off and hide, and then you come and find me. And it's like, it's just, it's fucking stupid.
How many times have you been swept?
And what? This year? This year?
This year or ever?
Okay, what's going on? Probably about. Okay, sure. Probably 15.
15 times total?
Yeah, at least 15. Yeah, at least.
So after this, where are you gonna go?
I don't know. I kind of just let that place help out. Yeah, it's stressful trying to plan where, but something works out usually.
Christy, how long were you here at this camp?
I was here for about 4 months.
And tell me about your experience with the sweep.
I mean, for the most part, the helpers have all been kind of kind, but the city workers have kind of been rude. Not as nice.
And so
some of the volunteers. So it's just a move from here to there, and manner of tarps and tents and.
So good question is, where, Chrissy, are you going from here?
I don't know right now.
And is anyone offered you any housing, shelter?
No.
Nothing.
No.
Alright, why would you want to be here for the sweep?
Because I didn't want my things to get thrown away, pretty much. Because that's kind of what happens if you just don't show up. They're not going to pack them up for you.
And tell me, I heard that you got a tiny home?
I did. I'm very excited. I feel like finally I like put my mind to something and I fought through it. I really wanted to leave here so many times, but I knew that if I just made it to the end, you know, it'd be worth it, and it was.
So what do you mean you fought through it? You had to fight for it?
I'm not physically almost,
Well,
but
I
like,
mean,
I put up with a lot of shit I normally wouldn't stick around to deal with, you know.
With
Just living with homeless people, homeless crazy people. I mean, they're not all bad, but they're a pain in the ass.
Well, I mean, I guess the question is, was it hard to get a tiny home?
No, not once I actually was kind of persistent, and they knew me and they knew that I was serious.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, it would have been a lot sooner if I had had a phone. I know that for a fact, because obviously they couldn't get a hold of me, or I could have checked in every morning to see if they had openings, but again, didn't have a phone. So I mean, I feel very grateful that I finally got one, considering the fact that I wasn't able to do that, you know.
Yeah. How long did it take? What was the process?
Well, these lovely counselors, or these people that work for Reach and these other organizations, they come out pretty often, and they just kind of, you know, give us the opportunity or ask us questions, like what we want and where we would like to go, and you know, they tell us what's available and what's not and what our options are. So yeah, I don't know if I answered that correctly. I'm kind of distracted by all the chaos going on.
Yeah, it is very chaotic. Well, I think it's good for people to know, like, I don't know what that process is like to try and get a tiny home.
Well, I've known pretty much, like, I've heard of people getting it in different ways, but the main way to do that is to be part of a sweep. And this whole time that I've been out on the streets, I refuse to involve myself in any kind of encampments with anybody, just because it's just not me, and a lot of drama, and you know, not the best place to be. But I knew, you know, I'm not from Ballard, and like a lot of these people, they've kind of been here for a really long time, and they're kind of like call this area home. And I've been kind of what you call a floater, maybe. But I knew if I stayed still long enough, like, you know, or I knew I needed to in order to get what I wanted. So I finally did that. I'm pretty excited. I don't want to get too excited, but I'm already thinking about how I can decorate it, because that's like my favorite thing in the world to do. But it'll just be nice change. Get clean and like have a bed to lay down in, and like fix my body and like heal and be able to grow. Because I mean, you really can't do anything to fix your life if you have no stability or structure. You know, you need to be able to think clearly, and it's hard to do that when you're up for 3 days because you have nowhere to lay down, or you know, just all of it, everything about it. There's nothing. I don't know how anyone could just like literally live on the streets and go about fixing anything about their lives. Like, we need help, and in order to receive that, you have to be able to be there and be, you know, like involving yourself in getting the help. No one's gonna do it for you, you know.